Hey guys, what's up? Dark Skywolf coming at you with more House Flipper 2. We're gonna go and get the office done. I am recording this before the next episode goes out. So keep that in mind, but I feel like y'all probably want to see some of the house options. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna go ahead and get our office completed. So we have a nice place for a computer, and we're gonna buy our first flipper today. We have $350,000. And then we'll just kind of work on the PC family home in between episodes. But yeah, let me go ahead and get started. I think we're gonna start, since it's an office, we want some type of carpet for sound. So let's go ahead, grab our flipper tool, and we can copy this style. There we go. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in here. Don't really need a transition strip here because we're going carpet to carpet. And if they're the same level, you wouldn't have any type of transition here anyway, so. I think what I might also do is kind of put these materials out in the garage temporarily, the ones we're using a lot of. Like the carpet, possibly the paint, depending on how far we go. But if y'all missed the last episode, you should check that out. We finished the PC family living room. I do plan on going back and adding kind of the little trinkets and details at a later date. I'm not going to do that just yet, though. And I'm probably not going to do that on camera. But I feel like we can get this done pretty easily. I think I'm just going to paint the ceiling white, though. I'm not going to do the wood ceiling like I did in the other room. Let's go ahead and get us some white paint. White paint. By that, we'll just put that down right here temporarily. And we'll go ahead and make sure we've got this whole ceiling painted one color, and we are ready to go. I think that was all of it, but let's just go ahead and try one more time. The ceilings are kind of tricky with the WASD because you're kind of changing your point of view as you're doing it, so there's that. But I think we're good right there. For the walls themselves, I think we're gonna make it like a... I mean, technically it's a business, but... So maybe this will be the business office. And then upstairs we'll make a gaming office in one of the 2 extra bedrooms. So let's go ahead and get kind of a good business color. Do we want wallpaper or wood panels? Maybe we'll do one accent wall of wood panels. I think we'll go with either the cherry or the high gloss warm wood. Or we could go natural. Actually, let's do natural. So we got yellow, oak, or light cedar. Let's do the light cedar. Rotation. Don't care too much about that. Cut pattern. So we did find out, like, you gotta pick your pattern, and then we can pick the size of the wood, which took me a while to figure out. I think I might try this, and then if we do cut pattern size, and then do a diagonal cut, I think that would look pretty cool. And we're gonna put that right up here on this back wall. Nice. And then let's go ahead and then again, temporarily, we'll just put this out in the garage. This paint, we can also go ahead and put that out in the garage. And now we need a good kind of wall color to match the natural wood and the, like, lighter beige panels. I do think we are going to get rid of this light and replace it with a more classic looking light. Interior light, ceiling lamps. So we did that one in the main living room, but I think I want to do... maybe just this, like, standard looking one right here. We could also check out the wall lamps, because those can go on ceilings as well. You know what? I think I like these sconces right here. We did that. Then we could change the bulb, of course. We just want this, probably the smallest bulb we can get, right? You're not really going to see it from below. And then we will do this kind of that natural light cedar, like the wood wall. The shade itself. The ceramic. And let's do either black or brown, just to bring in some more warm colors in the room. And then, of course, the brushed aluminum with the... we'll do the brushed aluminum in, like, gray. Of course, we want to knock that temperature down. Let's go even lower than 3,000. Let's try 2,500. 2,505. Turn the brightness down to 60 since it is a small room. And let's put 2 of those on this kind of back wall. We're going to come into and put it on the outer edge of that. Nice. Okay. And let's find a paint. Whoops. Store. Building paint. And let's go with like a tan. So orange and red paint. Grayscale. We don't want grayscale. Blue, purple. Yeah, so it's going to probably be in the orange and red. We might go with that one. Material. Of course, the Venetian plaster. Let's buy that. Get our paint roller out. This might be a little darker than I anticipated. Let's just see, though. Nah, I think that'll work. Out of paint. Get some more. Nice. There we go. Alright, so again, just gonna put this paint out in the garage for right now. Kind of funny, it won't let you stack paint. Interesting. Nice. Okay, so find a small desk. We'll start with that because that's going to be the biggest piece of this room anyway. So, wonder if that's under table or if desk has its own. Nope, it's probably under tables then. Okay. We're looking for a desk. Here we go. Something like this could work if there was another L-shaped desk. That might be better, but it doesn't look like there is one. So let's just look at this and see what colors we've got to work with. We've got ton of different handles, 25 to be exact. That is so many different handles you can choose from. I think I'm gonna go with a classic. Maybe just a circle pull. Looks pretty good. Base. So we want to kind of offset the brighter colors, I think, in this room with maybe a dark wood, or we could paint. Oh, that's plywood. Never mind. Can't paint it. So I'm thinking like an American cherry or mahogany might look good. Do mahogany, actually. Front, also mahogany. And the handles will go with, of course, the brushed aluminum with the gray. There we go. And we'll actually put that kind of over here in the corner. We'll have a little chair there for our client. Yeah, I don't think this L's big enough, so I think I'm going to have to get rid of the L. Alright, don't think that one's going to work. I know what style we're going with then. Oh, they have a bigger L. That's a little too modern, I think, for this house, though. See if this thing is, like, ginormous. Again, we'll do the mahogany. Top mahogany. Handles that with gray. Oh yeah, much better. And I kind of want to put it right there, and then I want to move this window over. Nah, let's not move that window over, because then I'm going to have to repaint. And I don't want to repaint, so let's go ahead and move this back over here then. Alright, we need like a filing cabinet over here. Or... yeah. And then let's find a desk chair. So seats, is there... yep, office chair, here we go. Again, classic. This isn't a gaming room, this is a CEO room. So maybe this guy. Or we could go with something like that. I think we're gonna go with this guy. We can do colors. Base, we can go with the mahogany wood on this so it matches the desk, and then we can make the seat a leather since we've got so much leather throughout the house. And we'll do the faded orange. Details, they can also be... let's do those as the brushed aluminum in the silver. Nice. So we got that. And you know what? I'm thinking maybe I will actually center this in the room itself. So that's 3 dots. And it's on the 4th one. Yep, that's centered. And if we come in here, let's see if we can get a nice set of like medium storage. That kind of matches the desk. I'm thinking maybe like this or this. Of course, we're looking for like a circle handle or just a knob. And they're probably all the same, but... gotta find it. There they are, 17. Base, skin, mahogany. Front mahogany. Handles, brushed aluminum. And gray. Go. Hopefully this will fit right here in the corner. Nice and neat. Oh yeah. Let's grab our laptop. Yeah, the good thing about like breaking these episodes into like rooms instead of like areas, it's gonna give me a lot more time to work on details and such. So I think that's gonna be the better option. Let's go ahead and get a chair for our customer to sit in. Nice, comfy chair. But we gotta keep in mind this room's kind of small, so we don't want something too big. Maybe this guy? Or I think this is gonna be too big. I guess we could go with this. And then do the base, of course, the mahogany, leather, and the orange. Faded orange, yep. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. And we might put a plant, actually, in that corner. So let's, like, put this maybe straight across here. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll kind of come out. There we go. Make it look like it's being used. Put a picture on that wall. Plant in that corner. And maybe a shelf or something there. So let's go to decorations. We'll do wall decor. I think we definitely want a clock of some sorts. And I think this could be the dark beach, so we mix it up a little bit. I don't know what this is. Let's do glossy. Is that like the clock face? Yes, it is. So let's do a black, actually. And then, yeah, the details, we're going to do gold. Very classic. Very classic. We want to make sure this is even between the door and the wall. And then let's look at a painting now. Want something classic. We could make our own. I don't know how to do this, but I could figure out how to do this, and we could have a custom picture in here. Oh, you literally just import. Yeah, it looks like you just import it directly in. Interesting. If I go pictures, I don't think I have too many in here, unfortunately. Temporarily, maybe I'll just do the house flipper 2 if I can. Oh, okay, you actually can pick or upload. Okay, that's better. You want something timely, like maybe that. Or a landscape, that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's do the landscape. And then let's do this, the light cedar, to match the wall opposite of us. Oh! Not what I was expecting. I thought it was like something you hung on the wall, not... Okay. Well, there's definitely something that you can hang on the wall. Custom picture frame. Embed. Okay. Material. Here we go. Material, again, light cedar. Base. Light cedar. Custom picture. Let's go. I like this guy. And that's another. Not what I'm looking for. Like, I want a wall decor. Not really seeing what I'm looking for. I guess we could do this guy, honestly. Yeah, that works. And then, let me see. I gotta do the wiring here. See, I don't think that's gonna be enough light, so I think I need to do an overhead light. I think we're just gonna go with the classic. Classic style. Again, we'll take it down to 2500. Brightness will knock down to like maybe 70% since this is kind of our main source of light. Brushed aluminum. Gray. There we go. And now I need to try to figure out center. 15 across, so center would be 7. 7, 8. So right there, I think. And then... now we can get our wiring tool and connect up to that light as well. There we go. Nice little office. I do need to do the white paneling there real quick, so let me go grab... oh, guess what? I don't have any white paneling, so we're gonna have to buy some. It's this right here. So hit R, copy style, hold Q, and buy. Nice. Can't stack any of this stuff. Interesting. But yeah, see that. Office almost done. We do want something on that wall, so let's go back to interior. Let's do like a floating shelf actually. Some type of floating shelf. I think that's too modern. That's too standard. Like, this might work. Yeah. Change style. Base. Let's do mahogany again. And then let's do the details, of course, in the brushed aluminum with the gray. Let's buy... and of course, it's an office, so we need a trash can. Probably something that has a wood shade to it. Then we can actually do that in probably the dark beach. Alright, let's put the plant in the corner. And then this room might be done after that. I can't think... I should probably have, like, some pins or some organizers or something. Office supplies. Here we go. So yeah, maybe... a desk organizer. You want to change that color. Maybe some binders on this back shelf. Might need a calculator. Add some color in here with these binders. And then there should be bookshelf ends. And I'm curious. Hold up. Can you actually put these in the... No. I was about to say, can you put them in the organizers? But nope, doesn't look like it. We need some bookends. Those might be under something else. Bathroom, accessories, fashion, groceries, living aids. Living aids? Oh. Book ends. Okay, here we go. So maybe the gears, or... Could go with the marble. Nice. Then the plants. Or a plant. I don't know if we'll do multiple plants. I think we're just going to do one plant. We'll do like a medium vase. Oh, they have hanging plants. Interesting. And let's find a ornamental plant to put into it. Or wait, can we put a small tree in it? I think all these trees are pretty big, it looks like. These might not be too big. I don't know, let's try. Oh, yeah, maybe they are a little on the tall side. Yep, never mind, don't want to do that. I want something that looks like a tree. There are a ton of options, though. Yeah, I think maybe this guy. There we go. I feel like maybe something needs to come up here. The nice thing about this game, too, is, like, I can move this whole desk, and it'll, like, move everything on it. Okay, is there, like, a statue, maybe? Maybe it's outside, possibly? No, it's okay. When you hit a statue, it just brings up everything. It doesn't just go into the category you're in. So, what would those things be called? I'd imagine they're in accessories. Fashion's gonna be all clothes. I don't know. Let's go to electronics real quick and see if there's anything else I need electronic-wise in the office. I guess we could put, like, a clock in here. That'd be good to have. Can we actually make the clock wood? Oh, we can. Look at that. Let's do the dark beach. We'll do a matte plastic, and we'll go with, like, a tan. Details, brush metal, gray. Display hue. What? I don't know what that is. Oh, I guess it's the color of the clock. Well, we're gonna have purple clock. Alright, I do still want to see if there's like an interior decoration I can use. Standing. Here we go. Doesn't have to be anything too fancy. I wish you could kind of see the size before you clicked on it, because yeah, this is pretty big. But that's fine, because we can actually put this right here in the corner. And honestly, I think that kind of filled it up. That corner was feeling a little empty, but with that, I think we're good. So yeah, there's the office. Now, what we're going to do before we end this episode is we're going to look at the houses. We've got $335,000. We've got the Lavender House, which is a lovely suburban house with a bedroom, open living room, and functional bathroom and kitchen. Partially renovated, includes some leftover materials and used furniture that can be repurposed or sold. Might require some cleaning. Alright, so not going to go with this one. I'm leaning more towards like a cabin type house. So we've got in harmony with nature. Oh, wow, I can't even afford. I can barely. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, maybe we'll go for a cabin house, but we can't afford a cabin house. Like a beach house is cheaper than a cabin house. Come on now. So since it's just going to be our first flip, let's just look for something small. I feel like this lavender house is going to be pretty small. The blue bungalow is going to be pretty small. We could even go for one of these modern beach houses, which are going to be pretty small, or the former houseboat. So yeah, let's do the blue bungalow. So a small suburban house in a peaceful neighborhood, this 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom property only needs a little refresh to become someone's beloved home. It's on 0.1 acres. It's 589 square feet. Decent living room. Decent kitchen. Exterior has a lot of overgrowth, so we need to fix that. Bedroom's kind of small, but we could rearrange the furniture and we'd probably be fine. Backyard is a jungle, so we need to clear that up. But yeah, I think that's the one we're gonna get. Yep. Now that we've got that, there we go. So I think we can save our pictures, the befores and afters. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm going to actually delete that because that's not our own home. I'm just going to keep befores and afters of my own home. What I'm going to try to do for the befores and afters, like when I actually get ready to sell a house, I'm hopefully going to be able to make a short of the actual flipping of it. You know, it does that end screen that shows you what you did. So y'all can watch that if you don't want to watch, you know, an entire 20-minute episode. But I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Love you guys so much. I appreciate all the support and love on this series. I know I was planning on doing a lot more at a time, but turns out these design games take a while to do anything, so just keep that in mind, but it's coming along. Anyways, guys, this is Dark Skywolf, and I'm signing off for the night, the day, afternoon, the weekend, whatever it may be where you are at. I'm actually getting ready to start my weekend, so that's exciting. But if you enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you really enjoy this content, consider subscribing with notifications on. Don't forget, we've got our Underground Garage Series live streams going on at the channel. Typically, those are Friday nights. So if you enjoy mechanic racing simulators, click the link down below.